Y'all, welcome back to another episode of What is Argenis YAPPING about today. And on today's episode, we have a very special guest. Miss who? Who do we have? So, we're here with Issa, y'all. My beautiful choir girlfriend, my choir wife.
My choir boyfriend.
Yeah, this is my wife, my choir wife. She's very supportive of music. She's basically an expert compared to me.
Blazing.
No, you are an expert.
Aw, you're so sweet.
You are.
Oh, he might look bigger than me, but because he's a whole foot exactly taller than me. So.
I'm the green bean giant.
Yeah, he's 5'11", I'm 4'11". So.
Yeah, y'all. I'm like literally the green bean giant compared to everybody.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Issa, now that you're here with us, this is your starring episode. Before we start, is there anything you want to say?
I just want to say that Argenis and I was gonna say Nico and I, that Argenis and I haven't gone over any of the questions that he's gonna ask me.
Future Argenis here, y'all. Why is this bitch low-key calling me unprepared?
So all of my answers are going to be authentic and genuine.
Authentic and genuine, y'all. But I don't know. Okay, so to be honest, I don't even know what to ask. I'm just top of my head. And the bitch was right. I wasn't prepared. So you're very musically inclined, like very musically inclined,
yes, I
compared
am.
to me. And because you're and because you're just so musically inclined, if you were to give advice to one of the people who wants to be just as good as you, what would that advice be?
Definitely build a rapport with your director, whether you like them or not, because trust me, it will go a long way. And try to learn as much as you can on your own, especially with technique and music theory, because you will learn a lot from it.
What advice would you give me? Here comes Argenis being self-centered like always. Nobody cares about you, ho.
I've heard him sing. He is a really good singer compared to me. I'm not like the Riffer, the Beyonce kind of singer.
Stop.
I'm very classical, and he isn't, and I love that about him. He's very poppy. He's a great singer, but since he is in choir, I would give him choral advice for his placement, for his singing placement, because it's very in the front, very poppy, very almost not nasally, but that kind of vibe. And I feel like it has to be more, you know what I mean?
I'm not at all.
No.
Wait, not at all, y'all.
No, yeah.
We're gonna have to use slang. Anyways, not at all.
Yeah.
But, so Issa, you recently moved here.
Yes, I did. It's been exactly a year. Wait, what's the date? July 1st. So it's been 2 days a year ago that I moved to the not doxing myself. And Argenis and I actually used to go to school together in middle school, and we just happened to go to high school now together.
So I was also a proud Cutteradian at one point in my life, but that evolved into whatever it is today.
Yeah, character development.
So how was it? How was the moving process?
The moving process was actually extremely traumatizing. A lot of stuff went down, and I had never been misplaced from my home or anything like that. And genuinely, I never had to be in a new area. So for school, it was just really.
So much.
I hear that fly. It was just really hard, but I've been working hard.
So if you were to give advice to anybody else who's moving, because that happens very frequently, and what would that be? Because I know you've had your times and your struggles. So what would you tell anybody else?
I would say if you're doing any clubs or anything after school or in a sort of department in the school like music, don't be pretentious like I was, and you will find your clique eventually. You're gonna experiment with people around, friends.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Not in a weird way. You're gonna experiment.
She said not in a weird way. Not in a weird way. Okay, keep on. Sorry.
You're gonna experiment with new kinds of people. Yeah. You're gonna experiment with new types of people so you can figure out where you fit in. So it'll take time, but you'll find your people. Like I found my Argenis.
Oh, ooh-cha! Oh Lord Jesus, I've never been assaulted in my own video before. Stupid bitch! Stupid bitch! Okay, Issa,
Hi.
This question is really interesting.
Okay.
What is your greatest fear in a relationship?
My greatest fear is unsuccessfulness and loyalty. Like being the opposite of loyal. Because if I'm in a relationship, I've been in only 2 like official like boyfriend titles, and something about, you know, me being in an actual relationship, like I'm fully committed to that person, so they feel that like, cause like I'm a little crazy, just a wee bit. And,
just a wee bit.
And I mentioned unsuccessfulness because I don't want you to bring me down.
She has goals, y'all. She has goals and life achievements that she wants to achieve. She's actually one of my scholar friends that I was talking about in my last video with
so
Florence. I don't know anything about grades, y'all. I'm not smart. Although I have some very scholar friends.
Why can't you be like them?
Do I look like them?
I mean...
And I saw you commented on it. I love the mention.
Yes, my fans.
I know, because
I love my fans.
Yeah.
Voila.
Yeah. But then I reread it and I was like, what is she talking about? Because I didn't mention you in it. And I was like, oh, like the next day I was like, oh, that's what she meant. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, have you ever regretted something you did to get a crush's or partner's attention? I know I have. Argenis is not about you. I have.
Yes, absolutely. Not gonna say what, but yes, absolutely. Really bad. Don't be like me. 7th grade me was a HOE.
Yikes. Not the HOE, y'all.
HOE. You're such a slut shamer.
If you...
I hate him.
No!
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
School advice. Because you're a scholar. She's a heavy scholar, y'all. She's like Harvard. Like, out of anybody in this room currently, she's gonna be the one to like reach higher places. What is your goal for that? Because I know you're like scholar.
I plan to, hopefully, if my plans don't change, to apply to my best friend's boarding school, because that is the #1 school in the world right now for college preparation.
Okay.
And because he's head of tours, he could put in a good word for me, and I get top of the priority list and they'll look more into my application. And I'm very, very serious about college and my future. Best advice that I could give to somebody to succeed is do all of your work and pay attention. Don't go on your phone. Like, that is one of the worst things you could do.
This one, start off with a juicy one.
Okay.
Name drop, I can bleep.
Okay.
What bridges are you glad that you burnt?
Huh?
What bridges are you glad that you burned?
You're gonna have to censor my mouth for this.
I will. How come?
Because she was very fake, and I'm not gonna lie, being her friend towards the end of our friendship was really hard because she was very weird about how she did things. It was very boy-driven.
Boy-driven. That's lesson, y'all. Fake and not boy-driven.
You know who this motherfucker look like, low-key? Look!
What's your most bizarre nickname?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. I mean, my family is the only kind of people that give me nicknames. But I'm not crazy sure. I don't know. I don't have one.
She's not crazy sure.
Not at all.
That's cute. The oldest person you've ever dated.
Oh, okay. So when
dated or talked to, because people confuse.
Yeah.
Talked to.
When I was 12, I was talking to this guy from. You're gonna have to blur this part out. And he was 15, turning 16.
And you were 12.
And I was 12.
Uh-oh, that sounds like pedophilia. Stop.
That's not kind.
Not at all.
That's not it.
Not at all.
Lord Jesus.
But we're still mutuals on social media. But it's fun.
Yeah, what was the last time? What was the last thing you apologized for? And why? What
The
was
last thing, okay, it's like to a friend or to family, like in general.
Apologized. Period.
To my mom the other day
Lisa.
because I was being bad.
Ooh, gosh, she's rebellious. Don't follow her.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for my mommy. I love you, mommy.
Call me a schemer, call me a freak. How can you say that? I'm just unique.
Because I know you have a history in Carteret. So if you were to go back in Carteret and change something, what would it be?
I don't think I would change anything at all. I loved
no people,
living in
nothing.
Carteret. No, nothing. I love living. No, I regret touching my ex-boyfriend's ass because then I got my first ever detention because the security guard saw me fondling with his butt cheeks in the lunch line, and we both got detention the following week for an hour.
What? Child. Anyway, so
I was like I was slapping that shit like a bongo drum, and then I hear behind me, "What are you doing?" by the security guard. And I turned around and I looked up at her like, oh hell no.
Would you move back to Carteret?
I would. Something inside of me says yes, and the other, like, the devil on my shoulder says yes, and the angel on my shoulder says no. I say yes because I miss it, and that's all I've ever known, and I would totally go back because I had an amazing experience.
That's cute.
But no, because I need to move forward and I need new experiences. Character development. I need character development.
Yes. Y'all need to learn how to move on for things, but that's beside the point. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of What is Argenis Yapping About Today with Issa. Woo! My queen, my mother. See you guys next time. I love you guys.
Bye!
Toodles!